Hello, take off your coat.
As the demand for English to be taught at school continues to rise, many schools have introduced the teaching of English to nursery-age children with whatever resources they have available and without external help and expertise. It's therefore logical that the Department of Education should provide administrative channels and an appropriate methodological orientation for schools in the foreseeable future. During the academic years 96-99, a pilot scheme was carried out in 13 schools in the Basque Autonomous Community. The decision made after these 3 years of experimentation was that with the right methodology, fruitful learning experiences were possible. The positive lessons learned are therefore being made available to other schools to use as a starting point and as a point of reflection.
Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. 3 or 4? 4 years old.
I'm fine. Thank you. Come on. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Come on, Arit. How are you? Hello. Good morning. Hello. Hello. How are you? How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you.
Very good, very good.
Based on the ideas and opinions of specialists in this area, our bilingual education favors the learning of a third language because of the positive transfer that takes place between the languages that the children already know and the new language. Our ultimate aim is to obtain the best possible level of proficiency in English by the end of the compulsory secondary schooling. However, it's also our aim to optimize the home language and the school language.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and you? 15, yes? So, let's write
It's very
it
important
here.
to point out that the contact with another language at this age will help the child to understand other cultures and perspectives better. Furthermore, introducing a different code through games and motivating activities will help to stimulate learning strategies which will be beneficial to the child's cognitive development.
So I must go outside.
Coming.
Oh, thank you, Iñigo.
The goals that we aim to foster are the following. First, improvement of the child's communicative competence in English. Second, the backup of the English project by the whole education community. The decision of introducing English at nursery stage has to be taken by the teaching staff and approved by the local board of education. Third would be the improvement of English teaching, guiding the teacher in a training process where he or she can design, plan and carry out the activities and at the same time reflect on learning and language acquisition. What are the teachers offered? First of all, training, the required training in methodology by attending seminars every fortnight in their working time. Second, linguistic training through the Garatu program where they are granted scholarships or grants to go overseas. And finally, direct assistance according to the needs of the English teacher.
Just one.
In English lessons, what we propose is an approach which combines content and areas in a way that the activities are meaningful for the children. This is a task-based approach. We understand that the teacher of English is a member of the staff, so this person should be integrated in the corresponding cycle. In this case, this is nursery education, and this person is supposed to participate and collaborate with the rest of the teachers. Regarding the one person, one language, what we propose is to use English as a vehicle of communication in the classes. However, it might happen that it's necessary at some time that the teacher of English uses either Spanish or Basque according to the circumstances.
Copy me, and you can do it too. Run, 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 run. Very good. Sit down, please.
Bani naiz gela honetako tutorea, nire funtzioa da gela honetan eramaten dugun lana aurrera eramatea. Espezialisten kasuan ni naiz umeen eta haien artean lotura. Orduan normalean batez ere kurtso hasieran beraiekin espezialistekin gaude gelaren barruan, haiek ikusteko nola egiten dugun lana eta poliki ohitura hartzeko haiek ere eta umeak.
Markel, what's this? Is this a dog?
No.
What's this, Markel? A bird, a blue bird. Yes? Okay.
English is meant to be taught in 3 half-hour sessions per week. The grouping will vary according to the circumstances because some activities are more suitable in order to reach or obtain some objectives. Depending on the type of activity, the grouping will be different, and it could be either big group or small group or individual or pair work. There will be a helper for each session, and his or her responsibilities will be increased during the year.
Okay, and last name, who is helper today? Who is helper today? Raquel. Okay, Raquel. So you can copy your name there, yes?
Helper, please, could you collect the masks? Thank you.
We suggest to the teachers that are working in the project that it is a very good idea to use the children's classroom because it is a space that kids already know. So they know the things that are in the classroom, and they know, more important, the rules that govern that space. So, for example, this will be the space for the activities in big group. So this is the place where kids are waiting for the teacher comes, they work on daily routines, and it is the space that we use for the games, for the songs, and to tell the stories we use in the project. Then there are different spaces for individual work or small group work. In these spaces give us the possibility to work or to interact with the children in small groups or individually. And this is the space for reading and writing mainly. Here there are the materials they use with the classroom teacher to work on daily routines, and here it is therefore the materials, the poster we use for them to review the songs and rhymes that we have already worked with them. And we work on reading this way. There are different other spaces. This space is mainly for games and puzzles and constructions, and we use it to do the individual work here too, individual crafts that children usually take home. And this is the space dedicated to crafts, arts and crafts mainly. Here kids not only color and cut, but do the materials that they bring home. And then there are the computers, and well, we use the English programs we have as normal as they use the programs that usually use with the teacher. And all the materials, all the crafts they produce are put on the space that is provided for that in the classroom. So there are no special English corner. No, the things they do, they are put on the space dedicated to that. And we usually tend to bring our production out of the classroom because we think that it gives them the communicative function they have.
Are you my mommy? No, I'm not. I'm a dog.
We propose different didactic sequences organized around a story-based unit. In each session, we propose the same format in order to provide children with security. This format consists of 5 different stages. The first stage will be greetings, the second stage will be a revision of rhymes and songs, the third stage will be the main activity, the fourth stage will be new rhymes and songs, and the fifth stage will be the farewell.
In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. On Sunday morning, when the warm sun came up, the sun, yes, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. And this caterpillar said, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. We use stories, authentic British or American stories. The stories that British children use in their schools or at home. They may be small stories or big ones like that, and different ones. For example, this is a flip-flop story with a surprise or something like that. We got stories like this that present situations that are familiar for the children. This is, for example, the first, what children are afraid of. Delicious. 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 But he was still hungry. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Ready?
Ready, stay home. 1, 2, see what they can do. Copy me, and you can do it too. Jump, jump, jump.
If we looked back at our childhood, we will bring to mind different story tales, songs, rhymes, plays, because they are very important in a child life. So I think rhymes will provide us a fantastic situation to work on sounds, rhythm, intonation, and in this way get familiar to that new language. We can't forget that children at this age, they got a very short memory span, so it's helpful to show them with different gestures, clapping, action, dance, in order to be easy to remember them. But we can't forget that once they've stored them, they become part of our lives, and even they are very old or they become very old people, they will always remember that childhood part of their lives.
Okay, no, choose one. Anybody, okay? Come on, Laura, come on. So now you are Pancinello, yes?
Okay, then we usually use this chart with different cards. On these cards we have songs that we have previously worked in other sessions or in other years. And then a helper chooses one card, and then he or she shows it to the rest of the children, and we work on it, we sing it, or we... Yes.
What's that? He says, copy me. Do you remember? Yes?
Hey, the goat.
Great.
Hello, the carry and the pig.
The witch. The witch. Great.
Hello, Andrea and the gorilla.
Great, Andrea.
Hello, and the gorilla.
Great. Perfect.
When we finish the unit, all the students, we go to other classes to perform the story in front of other classes, and that gives the opportunity to each child to develop their own language. We have learned, during the story, we have learned some structures and words, and then when we make the performance, they have the opportunity to personalize these words and these structures. Yeah? Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Next one is Unai.
Talk, talk, talk. And the gorilla. No,
Before making the performance, they usually make a mask, and we make the copies, something to beforehand, and they have to color and decorate and cut them out.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Thank you, Daddy.
Yes, yes.
Coming. Great. Coming, please.
So group assistants, come and take your group's photos, please. Here you are to give them
We
out.
make crafts because this is something that the children use with their teachers. And for example, this is one example. This is a booklet that the children have done after telling the story. We tell the story in the classroom, and then we can make this kind of booklet. As we see, they color, they cut, they stick, and they copy the letters. And this is very interesting because they take this home and they can tell the story in a very small way. They can tell the story to their parents or whoever they want, and they use the English out of the school, and that is very, very good thing, very interesting.
Unai, here you are. Come on, quick.
Thank you.
Not at all. You're welcome. Yeah, all right. Yes. Next to the teddy bear.
No, who's there? I'm a snake. If you let me,
When?
I'm going to.
Okay, show me your snake, please. Oh, look at Marta's snake.
And place it on the top. Where can you see it? Okay, very good. Well done. Come on, next one, Arit. Can you take another part of the cow you know?
We use games, and we try to use authentic British or American games. For example, this is a table game, the typical table game. You throw the die and then move the counter, and this is with Little Red Hood and Granny. We use another kind of game is like this, the jigsaw puzzles. They have to complete the jigsaw puzzles. We use two different kinds of games, for example, outdoor games. Movement games are things like dances or something like that. When we use that kind of games, we try to use the authentic English language that the English or British or American children use to play that kind of games.
Thank you. Here you are. 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 Thank you.
Children learn languages best in situations where their attention is focused on meaning rather than on language. In this sense, kids acquire a great amount of the language by developing daily routines, which are those parts of the lesson that are usually systematically repeated in every session, such as greetings, giving or following instructions, asking for permission, farewells, in a word, daily activities, responsibilities or tasks.
One moment. Is it rainy today? Yes. So can you please, Raquel, put it there?
The main purpose of teaching English is so that our students will be able to use the language in a real situation. Routines give or provide the opportunity for appropriate practice.
Hiru eta zuretzat lau. Ba beste bat atera, bost, porque bi beharko ditu, bost ale.
Araba guztia. Ja.
Bitartean, zehaztuko dugu taldeak abertuko diren.
Hori importantea da,
Question is that... Gero zurea,
Jesús Mari said, a teacher told Jesús Mari last week, my song and rhyme book doesn't sound...
Song and rhyme book?
And my book of...
Songs and rhymes.
Well, that's another way of saying that.
Songs and rhymes? Only that?
Songs and rhymes. Songs and rhymes, maybe. Or my collection of songs and rhymes, for example.
In this meeting, we are the program advisors from Vizcaya, Araba, and Gipuzkoa. We meet every fortnight, and here we decide about all the theoretical and methodological training. Here we design and plan and develop all the materials, and we take decisions for the related to the program, to the English program. In this project, we follow different steps. The first step is the advisors meeting. We have here every fortnight the advisors meeting, where we analyze all the theoretical needs that the teachers that are in the project, the English teachers, need to put it into practice. After analyzing the theoretical needs, what we do is design an appropriate material to be taken into practice in the classrooms. The second step is, once we have designed this material, testing it in some of the schools. We have a group of 6 teachers that test this material. When they have proved it in the classrooms, they give us all the suggestions or all the changes that should be done, and then we, again in this meeting, rearrange these units, these sessions or this material, and then we have the third step, the general meetings, the general seminars with the teachers.
Aranza. From Sumaya. I finished activity 3, the post presentation. And tomorrow I'll start with water uni.
Yes, from Getaria. I just finished the water poster presentations, and now tomorrow I'm going to work on corners.
To get the teachers know about our program and proposals, we meet every 15 days in seminar sessions. In these sessions, we explain the teachers how to work with our proposals. Of course, these proposals are not closed. We explain them that they have to adequate these materials to their necessities, to the necessities they've got at the school. On the other hand, they share their experiences, they tell us as a feedback how do they work, and these experiences that they tell us, I think that there is a very important point for our sessions.
I am one of the teachers that are collaborating with this project. That means that in my school I used to put into practice all the activities beforehand, and I come here from time to time and try to explain to the teachers the way I did it in my classroom and help them.
This is my bridge, says the troll. The 3 goats see a river. They see green grass. Look,
says the little goat. Look at the grass.
The three goats.
The teachers this material go to the classroom and put them into practice. So when they have done this, they come back to the seminar, and normally the first part of the seminar is dedicated to analyzing all what they have done in the classroom, and then in the second part of the seminar what we do is present the new material they are going to use in the following weeks, in the following 2 weeks.
Sugar baby.
For us, this is a very important part of the project because it involves that all the teachers are listened and are involved in the whole process. It's very rich. Maybe it's the richest part of the project, the participation of the teachers in the seminar.
Point to the window, sugar baby. Point to the window, sugar baby. Point to the door, point to the door, sugar baby. Point to the door, sugar baby. Put your hands on your knees.
Vignette. Date 7th of November. Attitudes. He shows a positive attitude towards English. Yes, always. He enjoys the activities. Yes, always.
The evaluation is very important for us because with the evaluation of the project, it improves.
He tries to communicate in
And we take into account 3 areas of evaluation. First of all, the school, because it is the school the one who must analyze the consequences this project implies. Secondly, we have the teaching-learning process evaluation. And here, what we evaluate is the methodology, the materials, and what's going on in the classroom. Thirdly, finally, we take into account the pupils, the evaluation of the pupils. For that, we've designed some tools. Among others, we could mention, for example, the teacher's diary or the individual observation sheet, or we could talk about the video recordings of the English sessions for the later analysis of what's going on in the classroom.
Remembering the names of the other students.
Okay, and the witch? You remember the witch? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. A witch came flying, flying by, flying by, flying by. A witch came flying, flying by on a Monday morning. Gorilla? The gorilla came thumping, thumping by, thumping by, thumping by. The gorilla came thumping, thumping by every morning. Come on, everybody sing it.
Passing by, passing by, passing by. Down a passing by on a Monday morning.
The ghost came wooing by, wooing by, wooing by. The ghost came wooing by on a summer's day. And the last one?
And Daddy came smiling, smiling by, smiling by, smiling by. And Daddy came smiling, smiling by on a Monday evening. Okay, and now to finish, remember, Lasne? Bye, bye, crocodile. Bye, bye, butterfly. Okay, so see you. Bye, bye. Bye, bye, see you.